blonde girl is so funny while they were singing. She said, oh my God. It was so funny, so funny. Huh?
Look at my African-American over here. Look at him.
No.
Okay, I know. Let's check in with our #1 Trump fan, Weatherman Sunny Showers. Sunny.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, man. Why don't I have any gay guests on my show? Wait, I'm sorry, why don't I have any gay guests on my show? Well, there are a lot of gay guests who really don't like to talk about their sexual preference, so we don't know whether they're gay or not. You know?
I want to talk about this wokeism bullshit. It's out of hand, and it's ridiculous.
That certainly happened.
And what did you think of that, Jim?
Why don't you say something first, Jill?
Okay. Yeah. My mom always said, if you can't say something nice, just let the man talk.
There was a time when we knew how to deal with this shit. And I don't mean to tell you how old I am, because I'm an old man now. But back in the 90s, we didn't take this shit. And Arsenio Hall did it perfectly.
This ain't Merv. You didn't think I'd run from this, did you? This ain't Johnny. I ain't gonna run from it. I'm gonna deal with it. You know Now, who would you like me to have on my show that's gay that maybe I haven't had? Who? I don't know Gus Van Sant, but I know Elton John. He's been here and he's rocked the house. Okay?
Our radical Democrat opponents are driven by hatred, prejudice, and rage. Democrats want to splinter us into factions and tribes. They want us divided.
Yes, Democrats want to divide Americans into tribes that can't stand each other, says the man speaking to an angry mob all wearing the same hats.
He did it live on the air. And anybody who doesn't know how to deal with these fucking little woke fashionistas, this is how you do it.
What? When Harvey has something I'm interested in, I'll bring him on the show. But this is my show, okay?
Okay. Get past the massive shoulder pads. This shit's about to get interesting.
This is my show. This is my show. You understand? This is my show. This is my show, man. You think I haven't had somebody on the show because they're gay? What's wrong with you, man? I'm black. I'm black, man.
We went through the greatest witch hunt in political history. They went after my family, my business, my finances, my employees, almost everyone that I've ever known or worked with. But they are really going after you. That's what it's all about. It's not about us, it's about you.
Investigating you. And frankly, folks, I'm worried about you, because there's some bad stuff that you did that they haven't even found out about yet, and it's...
For these guys to actually suggest that a man who dressed in drag before he ever got this show, if you've ever seen Coming to America, it's brilliant, doesn't, feel for the cause is absolutely absurd.
I hope you don't mind me coming over and sitting down, but I've been watching you all evening, and I want to tear you apart. And your friend, too.
I'm black, man. I'm the biggest minority you know about. I don't want to hear that gay trash, man. I got gay friends I've had on the show. Because you don't know them, or it ain't who you want on the show, you got a problem with it. If you want to book it, get yourself a show. Now sit down, so I can do the show. You've had your say and I've had mine.
They would shut down your free speech, use the power of the law to punish their opponents, which they're trying to do now anyway.
And it's not just you, they're also coming after you, Junior, okay?
Of course, speaking of which, he's Eddie Murphy's cousin. This dude's a good Democrat. And these woke fucking people just wanted to get on TV, just like today. This is how you deal with it.
I apologize to you sitting out there and you sitting here. It's rude and it's out of order. The one thing I would not do is discriminate against a guest because of their sexual preference. To be honest with you, there are a lot of gay guests on this show, but it ain't none of your damn business that they're gay.
The new trailer for the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid already has more than 100 million views. While it's got a lot of fans, it is also being attacked by some internet trolls.
Actress Halle Bailey stars as Ariel in Disney's new live-action film, and she looks nothing like the animated Little Mermaid with red hair from the original 1989 classic. The trailer has received more than 1.5 million dislikes on YouTube. Then there are the ugly, racist tweets. The Little Mermaid is white, not black.
Ruthie's just like, Kamala's the Antichrist, and black people can't swim because they got extra muscle in their legs.
And the way Arsenio Hall dealt with this was he didn't go to, a commercial. He didn't, try to appease them. And he damn sure wasn't nice to them. He told them what the fuck was up.
That's real stupid. It's real stupid. Why don't you go over to the Johnny Carson show and ask him that question? It's a stupid, stupid question. Hey, the point is, this ain't the Morton Downey show, you... Hey, wait.
Really, people? We're doing this again? Huh? She looks nothing like they both have the tail, huh? They both have the red. She looks nothing like her. How do I even know that she's a mermaid? Once again, a bunch of internet racists are upset that a fictional character is being played by a black person.
You can't take bullshit from these people because they will destroy your party. Look what the Rush Limbaughs of the world have done to the Republican Party. They've completely destroyed it.
You guys realize that Nemo was black too, right? Yeah, that whole movie was about a fish who can't find his dad. Yeah. Calm down. I can say that because my dad left and he's white, so who's racist now?
At some point, the crazies get into leadership. So you cannot allow them to be anywhere near elected office. This kind of stuff is absurd. And in the 90s, we knew how to deal with it.
Wait, no, I don't do anti-gay jokes. I do characters. Just like I do McDonald's waiters. Just like I do jokes about politicians, Dan Quayle, or anybody else. I'm a comedian. Why is it that you can do a joke about anything and anybody, but when you do a gay joke, I gotta have idiots in here protesting over it? You don't see Dan Quayle here.
January 6th, a day so dumb, if somebody had explained it to you before it happened, you would have been like, stuff can't be that dumb. And then Stuff was like, watch me, motherfucker. A man got trampled to death wearing a Don't Tread on Me shirt.
You don't see Milli Vanilli here. What's your problem? What's your problem? Why is it that I can't do a gay character? It's a joke, man. Loosen up and enjoy it.
Stop being ridiculous. It's imaginary. I hope this scandal doesn't overshadow the rest of the movie. The Little Mermaid is a beautiful story about a young woman changing her core identity to please a man. Let's not forget about that, people.
Vikings were useless, the QAnon shaman. And then later, that guy's lawyer said about him in his official capacity as his lawyer that the QAnon shaman was, I quote, fucking retarded.
So at some point, no matter what, niceties he tried to do, he had to put him in their damn place.
Chill. What's your problem? I'm a minority, man. I do black jokes, I do gay jokes, I do every kind of joke you can imagine. And you don't see people up here interrupting the show and being rude like you are.
I'm not defending the words that lawyer chose, but that's got to be one of the shittiest, most stressful jobs in this country right now, I think. Being a defense attorney for one of those people is, in fact, a picture of my client and not merely someone who resembles them. Well, this picture was posted to your client's Facebook page.
What's your problem, man? What's your problem? You better chill, man. You better chill.
Holding a baton in the Senate chamber, hashtag stop the steal. It's like, for fuck's sake. What he was trying to say was basically like, look, this guy ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. He's been exposed to intense propaganda for years, and this is what happens. And I think the guy was actually trying to make a pretty good point, really, about the danger of disinformation, you know?
Wake up, Democrats. This is how you deal with this wokeism bullshit. Because where they're allowed to go too far, they're gonna start getting elected into office. And then, 20 years later, when all the good Democrats have finally died out, they'll be in leadership.
Look at this motherfucker! You see how dumb he is? Now look at the shit he's been reading. You see how crazy it is? Well, you can't show a motherfucker that dumb some shit that crazy and expect everything to just be okay.
Because that's what happens to whoever's been there the longest. Look at the Republican House. When I was a kid, all these yahoos were nut jobs that could never ever be taken seriously. And now, they're in leadership.
I apologize. I apologize for myself, and I apologize for them. Let's move on.
I am a woke person. But this bullshit, this wokeism, hell, it's exactly the same as the Trump cult. Get over yourselves, you snowflakes. I'm Zachariah, Lone Star Liberal. Y'all take it easy.